This is Hacksaw Jazz, this edition from Janesville, Wisconsin, on WADR, Janesville Community Radio. Let's join the station in progress.
At shinergold.com and shinergold on Facebook. Promotional consideration for this program is provided by MIM, Musical Instrument Museum, the world's only global musical instrument museum, and the MIM Music Theater at Tatum and Mayo Boulevards in Phoenix, mim.org. Your host for this radio series is Tom Colson. Get a downloadable MP3 of this and other hours with playlists or listen anytime at fullmoonhacksaw.com.
Your home for the 2018 Beloit Snappers is 103.5 WADR LP, Janesville Community Radio. Catch Beloit Snappers games all season long on your FM radio, on your computer or smartphone with the TuneIn Radio app, or click the Listen Live button on janesvilleradio.org. The 2018 Beloit Snappers play ball on 103.5 WADR.
Funny, this radio hasn't been working very well the past 2 days.
Peter, where do you live?
I'm glad you asked me.
It's a secret place. Please tell me.
All right, I tell you.
All Mixed Up with Peter Beauchamp.
When?
Saturday afternoons at 5.
Here on WADR.
It should be time for our favorite program.
Yes, just about time. I should have been back here a long time ago.
Programming on 103.5 FM WADR, Janesville Community Radio, sponsored in part by E&D Waterworks at 915 North Parker Drive in Janesville, Wisconsin. Online at edwaterworks.com. Service and sales of water softeners, water heaters, disposals, and more. If water runs to it or through it, we do it. Telephone number 608-752-4718. E&D Waterworks, 915 North Parker Drive in Janesville. edwaterworks.com.
Hi, this is Jared Ingersoll, host of Wandering Minstrels. Catch me from 4 to 6 p.m. Sundays on 103.5 FM, WADR LP, Janesville Community Radio.
Jazz and blues from RadioPhoenix.org. This is Full Moon Hacksaw. Broadcast nationally through PRX, the Public Radio Exchange, and Pacifica Network's audio port. Distribution made possible with financial support from Shiner Gold Pomade, regular, special, and clay hair holds for men and women, shave soap, and merchandise. Retail locations in the U.S. or global online store at shinergold.com and shinergold on Facebook. Promotional consideration for this program is provided by MIM, Musical Instrument Museum, the world's only global musical instrument museum, and the MIM Music Theater at Tatum and Mayo Boulevards in Phoenix, mim.org. Your host for this radio series is Tom Colson. Get a downloadable MP3 of this and other hours with playlists or listen anytime at fullmoonhacksaw.com.
the Tony Monaco Trio, Burnin' Grooves, from the Columbus, Ohio area. Blues for Tea. Tony Monaco, my favorite player of that instrument, and there are many to choose from. I would say my favorite living player of the instrument. Downloading us this week and running us in Alaska is KBBI, AM 890, serving the Kenai Peninsula from Homer, Alaska. We hope we pass the audition. Hacksaw Jazz on Facebook, on Twitter. Justin Coughlin sonically paints a picture of his global home on a new album, Coming Home, just out September 14th. Here's a track, Country Fried. In 1994, Xavier Davis was playing with the college ensemble at the International Association of Jazz Educators in Boston. He's returned to Michigan, his home state, and from the Detroit Music Factory, the new release, Rise Up Detroit. Maybe the most substantive of the new releases we've gotten lately. It's a good vibe. We heard O. Henry, featuring Davis on piano and Regina Carter on the violin. And just before that, Justin Coughlin, Country Fried, his third release. Chris Smith on bass and Corey Fonville on drums and percussion. And, of course, the hand claps. You know, on YouTube, Brittany Cherry does a hacksaw dance. So that goes alongside our Hacksaw Jazz Radio After Dark. Lucia Jackson is a voice we heard not too long ago. We want to play another track off her new CD, full of standards, in this case, When You're Smiling.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you bring on the rain. So stop your sighing, be happy again, keep on smiling. 'Cause when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. sighing. Be happy again, keep on smiling. 'Cause when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Satisfied with my love. Satisfied with my love. Whoa, 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 my baby, she really puts it on me. Well, she puts on a hug, and then she puts on a squeeze. Well, she makes my head spin round and round when she starts teasing me. Satisfied with my love. I'm satisfied with my love. Whoa, 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 my baby, she really puts it on me. Well, she loved me in the morning, well, and late at night too. Well, I can look for my love early in the morning, late in the afternoon. Satisfied with my love. Satisfied with my love. Whoa, 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 my baby, she really puts it on me. 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 Whoa, 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 my baby, she really puts it on me. She really puts it on me. She really puts it on me. She really puts it on me.
That was our compilation re-release of the week from Rhythm Bomb Rockstar Robert Wise subsidiary labels from Germany. Marty Lewis sang Satisfied with My Lovin', one of many singles on that compilation. Before that, Lucia Jackson and When You're Smiling. We're getting through her new CD, track by track. Candace Springs, Unsophisticated, featuring Roy Hargrove on trumpet.
Unsophisticated, somewhat understated. That's how I feel when I'm near you. You make me lose my balance, baby, it's a challenge. Trying to measure up to your kind of cool. Your world is moving fast, I'd rather take it slow. You're always riding high when I lie laying low. Since I can play your part, I'm just taking in the show. It's not enough, I'm staging. I don't plan on changing. So unsophisticated, we'll have to do. Your water's moving fast, I'd rather take it slow. Always riding high, and I lie laying low. 'Cause I can't play your part, I'm just taking in the show. It's not an act I'm staging, I don't plan on changing. so unsophisticated, we'll have to do. Unsophisticated, somewhat understated. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel when I'm near you.
Candace Springs, a new Blue Note release. Indigo, we checked out Unsophisticated, which, by the way, featured Roy Hargrove on trumpet. So singer and pianist Candace Springs has released an album as of September 7th, Indigo, a 13-track LP of originals and choice covers. We had been warned of Candace. Someone who saw her live said, this is someone not to be missed. We received an EP a little bit earlier in the year, and it kind of hinted at some things to come. Now we have bits and pieces, preludes, epilogues, even a track called Love Sucks. Is she a millennial? Well, for Candace, it boils down to a question that connects the past to the present. Quoting, what would Nina Simone do if she had the technology of today? All right.
I guess I called AA because alcohol didn't work anymore. Drinking used to give me a sense of meaning in life. I called AA not knowing what to expect. Certainly not cheerfulness, but that's what I got. People had humor. They seemed to be at ease. I hung around. Now I feel much more comfortable with myself and the people around me. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Now a compatible piece by the Cookers. That's Eddie Henderson and David Weiss on the trumpets, Donald Harrison and Billy Harper on saxes. This is called Capra Black. Capra Black, written by the tenor saxophonist Billy Harper, playing with the group The Cookers, all-stars indeed. We mentioned the horn players before playing that. Now we want to mention a couple others. On piano is usually George Cables on tour with the group, and also Billy Hartz, a wonderful drummer. Esoteric, let's say. Well, of course, you picked that up with Substance. Now we're going to another new release. This is Yelena Ekimov, and she does a CD of psalms. Half of them are vocal, half of them are instrumental. I have selected Psalm 119 that she will play for you. Yelena Ekimov, new releases, Hacksaw Jazz.
Dwell well with thy servant, O Lord, according into thy word. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now have I kept thy word. Thou art good and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. The proud at first delight about me, but I will keep thy precepts with my heart. Their heart is as fat as grapes, but I delight in for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. The law of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver. The law of thy mouth is better unto me
I'll go my way by myself. This is the end of romance. I'll go my way by myself. Love is only a dance. I'll try to apply myself and teach my heart how to sing. I'll go my way by myself like a bird on the wing, and I'll face the unknown. I'll build a world of my own. No one knows better than I myself. I'm by myself alone. I know that love's an overrated pastime. It's the last time I'll ever be anything but fancy free. And I'll face the unknown. I'll build a world of my own. No one knows better than I myself. I'm by myself.
Cecile McLaurin Salvant. We like her. We like her voice, and she has a new album out called The Window, and it's all of duets with pianist Sullivan Fortner. We took the track By Myself. I really enjoyed the piano solo. We heard Bud Powell to Willie the Lion Smith to George Shearing in just a few bars right there. Good job. And a vocalist before that, but she was not the leader. And here's the lowdown on that track. Before that was the prolific Russian-born, North Carolina-based pianist, composer Yelena Ekimov. And she has added a sacred dimension to her ambitious series of concept albums with a series of psalms. And in this case, the singer was mezzo-soprano Kim Mayo. Yelena Ekimov plays behind a couple of singers. One more before we go. J.J. Johnson. No program would be complete without trombone in our lives. One of the few bassists that really like playing the arco with the bow. J.J. Johnson, It's Only a Paper Moon, a classic in a quartet setting. J.J. Johnson on the bone, we call it. Max Roach drums, Paul Chambers on bass, Tommy Flanagan piano. Our flagship is Radio Phoenix, and we also are broadcast in the East Valley at KPNG and Blue Light Radio, and we're distributed on the Public Radio Exchange. A shout out to our affiliates. Wheeling and Clay, West Virginia, pick us up, as well as Beaver Island, Michigan, Jackson, Mississippi, Yuma, Arizona, feeding 5 other stations from Yuma, Bellingham, Washington, Athens, Ohio, Nashville, East Lansing, Michigan on WKAR, the NPR station for Mid-Michigan. And thanks to WADR. We've been listening to a radio stream this time.
Jazz and blues from RadioPhoenix.org. This is Full Moon Hacksaw. Broadcast nationally through PRX, the Public Radio Exchange, and Pacifica Network's audio port. Distribution made possible with financial support from Shiner Gold Pomade, regular, special, and clay hair holds for men and women, shave soap, and merchandise. Retail locations in the U.S. or global online store at shinergold.com and shinergold on Facebook. Promotional consideration for this program is provided by MIM, Musical Instrument Museum, the world's only global musical instrument museum, and the MIM Music Theater at Tatum and Mayo Boulevards in Phoenix, mim.org. Your host for this radio series is Tom Colson. Get a downloadable MP3 of this and other hours with playlists, or listen anytime at fullmoonhacksaw.com.
Your home for the 2018 Beloit Snappers is 103.5 WADR LP, Janesville Community Radio. Catch Floyd Snappers games all season long on your FM radio.